Hey homies, Yves Fragment here. Welcome to another fragrance review video. Today we're going to be talking about a semi-old fragrance from Yves Saint Laurent called Yves Saint Laurent Y EDP. And I say semi-old because it did come out in 2018. And I just want to let you know what I think about it. It's one of the few versatile fragrances I have in my collection that I think needs to be talked about. It got a ton of talking about when it first came out, obviously, but there's been a ton of flankers, and I feel like people have kind of forgotten about it, so let me remind you about it with this review video. If that sounds interesting, please remember to like and subscribe, and let me know what you think of this bad boy, and if you prefer the other flankers and why, because, spoiler alert, this is only the second flanker. I think there's been like 3 or 4 that have come out after this one. But let's start at the beginning. This is not the original fragrance, okay? There was one before this, and it was literally just Yves Saint Laurent Y Eau de Toilette, which did not get the best reception, not because of the way it smelled or anything. No. It's because of the longevity. Longevity was kind of bad, and I mean like really, really bad. And that's just not me saying it. I did test it. I don't own it, but I did go and test it because I was curious, because I don't think Yves Saint Laurent had a new line for men for a while, right? I mean, I might be mistaken, but the last one was La Nuit de l'Homme and the little cylinder bottles. This was definitely new, and I was very curious about it. When I tested, I got like 3 hours performance. It was so bad. And I'm not a toilette guy, so I kind of went in there thinking that there's always those exceptions, obviously, but that one just did not work for me personally. But then they responded to the criticism by doing what you should do, is take the negative criticism and make it into something positive, which is this. This is the manifestation of all that criticism in a bottle, and it came out very great in my opinion. This is literally the same scent, but much stronger, at least for most people. I'll get to that. So let's just start with the atomizer and stuff. I mean, everyone already knows this is a really nice atomizer. Kind of pressurized, sort of. Sprayed that on my water. Oh, got it on my eye too. That smells so freaking good. Good atomizer, beautiful bottle. This bottle was so freaking attractive. The cap snaps on, but I would say definitely don't pick it up by the cap if you want to be safe. The nice Y that goes all the way around like this. And per the description on their website, this is meant to be worn with like jeans and a white t-shirt. Obviously, you can wear this whenever you want to, but that's what they recommend. So if you're into that, cool, this might be perfect for you. But let's get into the notes first. We got top notes of apple, ginger, bergamot, middle notes of sage, juniper berry, and geranium, and then we got base notes of amberwood, tonka bean, cedar, vetiver, and olibanum. I totally butchered that. So right off the top, you can already tell what kind of fragrance it's going to be. It's going to be very fresh, invigorating fragrance with the big 3 of the fragrance notes: apple, ginger, and bergamot. Now, apple is not considered a big 3. I guess you could say big 2, because ginger and bergamot are widely used in fresh fragrances. Or when you see them there, you automatically know it's going to be very uplifting and fresh. But in this one, it's a twist. Adding that apple adds that sweet fruitiness to it right off the top, and then going to the base with the tonka adds a sweet base with the cedar, making it nice and woody, sweet, aromatic type scent, which just smells freaking incredible. I mean, this, when I first smelled this, I wasn't sure, because I remember when I went, the fragrance lady was telling me I'm so sick of it, everyone keeps buying it. Well, obviously, because it's so good. I tested it on my skin. She told me it's never smelled this good on someone's skin, so obviously I went ahead and bought it. And she's right, I have gotten a decent amount of compliments with this. I've used close to half the bottle. I don't know if you can kind of tell. I've used close to half the bottle, which, if you know me, the only other fragrance I've used this much of is Dior Sauvage Eau de Parfum and Polo Blue Eau de Parfum. So that should give an indication of how I feel about this fragrance. I think it's very solid, very versatile, you know. It's not the freshest in the line, obviously. You can go for like Live, or there's some other fresh fragrance, whatever the heck it's called. And then they have the Le Parfum version, which I have tested, and I still prefer this one over it. I think the Le Parfum is still good, but I don't think it's like different enough to warrant a purchase. I mean, it has the frankincense in it, which changes it up a little bit, but I still would go back to this bad boy because it's very solid, very people-pleasing. I mean, I don't think anybody can dislike this. That apple is so pronounced too. I mean, it basically lasts throughout the entire fragrance, and that's definitely popping up more and more in the fragrance world, which is cool because it's a very interesting note. In regards to the other notes, I don't get much of anything else besides that bergamot, that ginger, and that apple. Those are the main 3, with the tonka kind of coming in at the very bottom of the base to make it very sweet, with the cedar making it a nice woody fragrance, nice woody versatile fragrance in the end, which Speaking of the end, for me, I only get about 6 hours with this, which is not bad. It's average. Painfully average, because I love the way this smells, and I wish this performed like Sauvage does for me, because Sauvage is a freaking monster on my skin. This is still very good. I think performance will work for anybody, but like I always say, please, 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 please test this out before you buy it. I know it's versatile. I know everybody will like it, but you need to make sure you like it first, because in the matter, you're trying to make yourself happy, obviously, you know it's going to make other people happy, so make sure you're happy with it. But with that, I think I've covered all my bases nice and fast, just like I want to make these videos. If you want me to go into more detail in the future, please let me know. I figure people just want to know if it's good and then get out as fast as they can. But yeah, that's the end of this video. Please remember to like and subscribe. And with that, Hugh Fragment, out.